combine all together, right? What will be the flow internally? These few points we have seen. Okay. Next, after that, in this all, whichever the structure is designed, in this structure, our first point is this one, called it a HTML. The first point is called HTML. Second point will be called JavaScript, not JavaScript, CSS. Third will be Bootstrap. Fourth will be JavaScript. And after that, you will have 3-4 options. You can go with Angular, React, or jQuery, anything you can choose. We'll teach you accordingly. Then the server part will come, API and all. Implementation will happen, live project will happen. Then we'll go for. Now, you can make a note somewhere. Okay, we'll make a note somewhere. In that notes, we will be discussing first about the HTML. Okay, first we'll write 2 lines about the HTML, and after that will come next. I hope everyone have something to write, correct? Right here. You have seen on internet also. HTML is called hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. Okay, hypertext markup language is the full form of that. Hypertext markup language is the full form of HTML. If anyone asks what is HTML, you should not say the full form of HTML. Okay, if anyone will ask what is HTML, we will not say hypertext markup language. We will say what is the use of HTML. Okay, so how you will answer? Let's write here. For answering, see, for interview purpose, there is something else that will give you. This is just for understanding purpose. Full form is definitely hypertext markup language, but it has collections of predefined tags. Okay, it has collections of predefined tags. Where? Under the HTML. It has collections of predefined tags. Next line, it used to create basic structure of web page. It used to create the basic structure of web page. It used to create the basic structure of web page. It used to create the basic structure of web page. Now, next line I will write. If anyone is asking what is the HTML, we can say it has a collection of predefined tags. It used to create the basic structure of web page. Now, if it is able to create a web page, then why the CSS will come? We can write next line. It has limited property and values. Property and values. It has a limited property and values. Due to this limitation, CSS is required for responsive web page design. Due to this limitation, CSS is required. Due to this limitation, CSS is required for responsive web page design. Responsive web page design. Due to this limitation, CSS is required for responsive web page design. So in this, what lines we have written, 3-4 points are there. That is going to extend this something. Now, one line it says predefined. Predefined means not made by you and us, made by those who made the HTML. Predefined, this one, called as a tags. So predefined represent not made by us, made by someone else. And tags is the next question. What is the tags to see? Another line it says, it used to create the basic structure of web page. Why only basic? Why not advanced? Because it has something limitation. What is that? Property and values. Due to this limitation, HTML will say like, I can create a basic page only. Yes, I can deal with a browser, but it will not be such a better look at it. It will be a basic page. Now, to fulfill that limitation, what is the limitation? Limitation is like, it has limited property and values. So that limited property and value, we are going to take from here, from the CSS. What is missing in HTML, that is called as property and values. Okay, those property and value will be provided by CSS. Then tags you will take from the HTML, and property value you will take from the CSS. Combine together and make anything. Right? So for that purpose, I have written a small sentence saying like, yes, it is called hypertext markup language only, but it has a collections of tags, and using that tag we can create the basic web page. And in these tags there is some limitation, that is the property and value, and due to that limitation, HTML is not sufficient to design a responsive page. So at that limitation point, CSS will come, and CSS will give us the property and values, and then we'll mix together and we'll make a better page. Now, what will be the final structure? We'll write here. I'll write here called responsive web page. Responsive web page equal to, like, when we say responsive web page will come from there. Okay. One more word is called responsive. I'll clear it. Responsive web page equal to HTML. You will take the which one? Tags. Plus from the CSS, we'll take the property and values. Okay. From the CSS, we'll take the properties and values. After that, your page will become a responsive. Next line, again, I'll highlight here. Responsive word, what is going to say? Okay. Responsive will come from where? Responsive word represent when you have the laptop in front of you, you will open the website in laptop. When you have the mobile in hand, you will open the website in mobile itself. Now responsive word represent, if you have opened the website in the mobile, it should fit in mobile. And when you open the website in the laptop, it should fit in the laptop also. That is called as what? Responsive. So according to device, the content of the web page should fit in the device. That is called as a responsive. So I'll write here. Responsive meaning responsive represent those pages that fit in all type of device. Fit in all size of devices. That fit in all size of devices. Okay, mobile is a different size, laptop is a different size, correct? So those pages that will fit in all the devices, that is called as a responsive. It should not be like when you open the page, mobile we have to rotate to see the content, or we have to scroll from the Mumbai to Hyderabad, and again from Hyderabad to Mumbai, scroll left, scroll. That is called a non-responsive page. Okay, responsive page will fit automatically, and it will say yes, there is huge content. Please scroll up down. User has a problem in scrolling left and right. User has no any problem in scrolling up and down. Okay. So content what was spread in the left to right in the laptop, same thing you are going to spread from top to bottom. You are rearranging the content according to device. Okay. And user says, if your device, I will not change my device according to your page. Your page should change according to device. And that is called a response. So from today onwards, whenever you open any website in mobile, if website is fitting properly, that meaning is called a responsive page. If you open in laptop and little window, you can browser window do little up down, small and big. If the page is fitting properly, that meaning is called a responsive page. Okay. In mobile phone, open the website and close button is hide. Close button is not showing. Close button is not visible. Correct? In mobile, you open the website and register button itself is not appear. Or register button went out of the window. Correct? And the page headline is going out of the mobile window. That is called what? User experience will be bad, right? User experience will be bad. That is called non-responsive page. Correct? So hope clear. Responsive page will create with the help of HTML and CSS. HTML will give the tag and CSS will give the property value. Tag still we have not seen. We found, okay, responsive meaning is what? That pages that will fit in all the devices. Okay. Next line we have tags. That is a big question of tags. Okay. Let me write here. Tags. What is the tag? How that look like? Okay. So the structure of tag is like this. This is called a open tag. Open tag. And this is called a close tag. Open tag and close tag. Open tag is also you can call it a start, and close tag also you can call it a end. Okay. Where it start, from there to where end, right? It will come under the particular. Now come next. So whichever the tag you are going to write in HTML, all will be within the angle brackets. Okay. Wherever slash will come, you will feel like it is ending. Where will come without slash is called a starting. Common understanding, basic understanding. But in this also there is a difference. When we come down, you will find the difference. Okay. Come next. Now, if it says the collections of tag, then how many tags? 100, 200, 300, 500, or how many? Correct? Even I don't know how many tags are there. Keep coming always. Every week, 1, 2, 3 tag will come. Okay? Or always the new tag will keep introduced. Right? So next question is, how to learn in such a way? What tag you have, that also you should understand. If you don't know some tag, once you write it, while writing you will understand. Okay? Right? If suppose some new tags will come, then how to understand that also? For that, I have made some 5-6 points. That 5-6 points are there. It is going to help you a lot. Now look down. Right below call type of tag. Type of tag. Okay. When we say it has a lot of tags, then how many types are there? Right? Type of tag. Okay. First look into the internet, what you have used till date. And look into this design also. In this design, user interacting with the browser and browser is interacting with the HTML, right? Your experience is, my experience is. When we go to the Flipkart, we see the list of the product with the photo, text, everything. When you go to the YouTube, we see a lot of videos. When you go to the Google, we see so many things, right? When you go to some website, multiple type of data will be there. Now let's categorize that. When you go to the YouTube, what you do? You watch the video. But next question is, who give the video? Where that video come from? YouTuber will upload. Some people will upload that. Like suppose our class video will come in YouTube Zoom. So I will upload that. Video I'll upload. While uploading video, YouTube will ask, in which class you want to upload this video. For which class? I have to select the class. Then it will ask, enter the title of the video. This video is for what per topic. Write some description about that. Okay. Now then the YouTube will ask like, when you have recorded this video, okay, is that the copyright for you? Okay. Then YouTube will ask, is it made for the kids? So many questions the YouTube will ask. And that all we have to fill the form. After that, video will upload and video will become live. Then the people will watch it. Now look at there. When I am uploading the video, I am giving the input, video title, video description, video category, published, not published, private or public, what is that? That all input I have to give. Now when the video will come in the YouTube, you will watch the video. So when I uploaded the video, that time I have given a lot of input. But when the video will come in front of you, it's become the output for you. Right? One side, one person given the input. Another side, next person is going to see the output. Let's come to your Gmail. You want to write an email somewhere. You have to write to whom you want to send. What is the subject? CC, BCC, subject, message, attach file also. Correct? Those all become as a input. And where your email will get delivered, for him it will become as a output. Look into the Facebook now. When you have some birthday photo, some celebration photo, you will go and click on upload photo, select the photo from system, write some notes and just upload it. So that become the input for you. When your friend in your network, whoever are there, they will see the photo. That's become output for them. So in entire life till date, whatever the website you have seen, what you have gone through, input and output. Input and output only, no? Yes, the type of input will be different. Type of output will be also different. When we come to the input, there is a different type of input. When we look into the output, there is a different type of output. So after looking into this entire your day-to-day experience, correct? And after looking into this photo, this HTML is going to deal with the browser and browser is going to deal with the user, and HTML will execute in the browser. Sometime user will fill the form here and sometime user will browse the video here. Correct? So input and output is happening in the browser and that is a part of HTML. Correct? So overall, based on not on theory, based on your day-to-day implementation. Okay. From today onwards, divide all the HTML tags into two types. One is called input type, another one is called output type. We can say input tags, another one is called output tags. Okay. This is not definition from any book I'm taking. I'm taking the scenario from internet. Your answer should be something different. It should not be wrong answer. It's not wrong answer saying like all the HTML tags are divided into input and two types, input and output. If anyone asks how, then you can give an example. Open the YouTube and show me what you will do here. Ask him open the Gmail and do what you will do here. When he type the email, you can say this is called input. This email will come to me, that will become as an output. When you go to the Flipkart, someone has uploaded the product, it was the input for him. I am going to buy. I will see, that's the output for him. When I do add to cart, that is the input. And the order will come to the seller, that's become as an output. So everywhere we go through the input and when you chat with someone in the Facebook, you type the message as an input. It will go to him as an output. He will type the input for you. It's become as an output. Correct? Clear, no? So we can write here. We can write here. Overall, in the HTML, we have two types of tags. One is called input tags and another one is called output tags. Single line definition we can write. It is used to collect input from user. output tag, what it do? It used to display output to user. It used to display output to user. Input tag and output tag. Right? Now, when you open any website, okay, when you open any website, let me open one website. Right? When we open, I open this website. Okay, I should not open that. Let's open our website. I to open someone else's website. Now, in this page, these all are called as output, but this is called input. Few things are output and few things are input. See, you can see here in this page, there is so many text, but the appearance is different, right? Appearance is different. This is also input only, but the type of inputs are different. Correct? So what I'm trying to say is, when we come to the internet and when we look into the input and output, right? Definitely, there is a multiple type of input and there is a multiple type of output. But when you want to categorize it, how to cut it? So first you can say, okay, you collect the input from user, you be in the input group. You display the output to the user, you be in the output. Now then go to the input group and start looking into them, who do how. Then you will come to know, okay, in input group also there is a difference. And in output group also there is a difference. When you compare the behavior, you will feel like few from input group and few from output group behavior is same. Understood, right? Let's write here now. We'll write it, then we'll know. So we got to know, like, okay, we have two type of tag. One is called input tag, another one is called output. Now right below the behavior of HTML tags. Behavior spelling is little different in HTML. BHAVIOR. You will not be there. We write usually behavior, OUR, but you will not be here. Behavior, BHAVIOR. Okay. Behavior of HTML tags. Behavior of HTML tags. Write the third point. Just I am combining all 1 to 6. Okay. The first point is called, you have seen already on internet. If you have gone through some videos from YouTube and all, you have gone through the WP, you have seen that, right? Now, let me write first example, and after that, we'll write the definition. Okay. This is, suppose when we open the HTML like this, and we close the HTML like this. Even I have written in the beginning, without slash is called open, and with slash is called a close. You can see HTML is open and HTML is closed. Not only HTML, so many tags are there. Okay, body is open and body is closed. The body is the part of HTML. I'm writing purposefully outside to understand open and close, open and close. Okay. Not only this much, we can create our own tag also. ABC open as well as ABC got close. So these two become as a predefined tag, and this one become as a user defined tag. So user defined tag, how to create our own tag, we will learn under the React. In React, we have a JSX, JavaScript and XML. Based on the JSX formula, based on the rule of the XML, we can create our own tag in JSX. Now. Okay. Now let me write here. A point, what you saw, tag is open and tag is closed. Tag is open, tag is closed, tag is open, tag is closed. So from now onwards, on internet, whenever you see any tag, open separate and close separate. That is called this one. Dependent tag. Dependent tag. Call is a dependent tag. Okay, dependent tag. Now next after that, dependent tags are those tags that has separate open and close. That has separate open and close. That tag, dependent tags are those tags that has separate open and close. Whichever the tag we see on internet, if you find okay, without slash and with slash. Without slash is called as a start and with slash is called as a end. So this will come under the dependent tag category. Now why we need to know that? Because user will run the page in different browsers. Someone will run in Mozilla, someone will run in Chrome, someone will run in IE, someone will run in Safari. Different browsers are there. In HTML, where HTML start and where HTML end. Okay, that is called as a document. Like suppose this line start here and this line end here. So this is the main tag of HTML. So where it is start and where is end, it's called as a document. Now suppose you have started and by mistake you forget to close. Start happen, but the close is not happen. Now what will happen? When tomorrow you will ask the JavaScript to look into my file, JavaScript will see document is a start and document is not ending. That meaning your document structure is destructured. It is not proper structured document. If the document is not a structured proper structured document, Mozilla will behave in different way and Chrome will behave in different way. Your page will become browser dependent. It will not work in all the browsers. Correct? Some of the functionality will get failed. Right? Maybe page will go here, there. Maybe content will get break. Maybe it will not fit in mobile. Multiple possibilities. Right? So because of that, as a developer, front-end developer, we need to know if the tag is open, is that block level tag? Is that dependent tag? If dependent tag, then it must have to close. If close will not happen, that meaning your document structure is not proper. Document structure is okay. Write the next one. The fourth one. What is the fourth one? Fourth one is called independent tag. Independent tag. You will ask what is the independent tag again? Independent tags are those tags that is only open and close together. Open and close together. Not separate open and not separate close. That represent open also and represent close also. Even it is called as a self-closing tag. Even it is called as a this one. Self-closing tag. Self-closing tag. What is that? Let's suppose example, if I write here a tag called BR and leave like this. If you write and leave like this, Angular will throw the error, React will throw the error. HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, jQuery will work. Okay, but Angular and React will throw the error. Angular will say template parsing error. Means while reading the tag is start, but where is the end is not defined. And it is breaking something else. So document become destructured. Page will not compile, it will throw the error. React will say JSX fragment mismatch. Okay, the rule is JSX, based on that code will be written, that rule is breaking. So what will happen? JSX will come to know tag you have started, where is the end? No end means what is? Document is destructured. Again the page will get stuck. So in this case, we have to put the slash in the last. Saying like in beginning slash is not there. That meaning start. And at last slash is there, means end also. Here you can see while ending, where is the slash? Slash is in the beginning. That is representing completely closed. Okay. But if we will put the slash here in the beginning, then what will happen? Tag is not open, but why you are closing? Tag is not open, why you are closing? That is another error. Correct? So we will ask the system, consider this is open, and since the slash is also there, so it is closed. So open and close together. Because of that is called a self-closing. And separate close is not there. Because of that, it's called a this one also. Called a independent, right? So our habit will be to write the independent tag and self-closing tag in this way. So that in future JavaScript or React or Angular, whichever you choose, it will not throw the error inside. Okay. Many tags we have. We'll write few tags here. ing. We will write call HR. These all are predefined tags. Okay. And write the definition. Those tags that has open and close together. Open and close, that has open and close together. This you can write in example. This you can write in example. So hope everyone is writing. Okay, next one. So 4 points came out. One is called tag. So how many type? 2 type. Input and output. Next, how many type of tag? Then input output we found. Now when you mix input and output together and started looking into the behavior, then you found some input tags will be only open and some input tag will be open and close. Some output tag also will be only open and some output tag will be open and close together. Okay, so while mixing input and output together, we will come to know the behaviors are different here. Some are is open close and some is only open. Then we'll split. Okay, no problem. You are input, you are output. Fine. Now, what is your behavior? Open close, you be a dependent. What is your behavior? Only open, you be a independent. Right? Then it will get split again. Next point, point number 5. Point number 5 is related to point number 3rd and 4th we have written for the browser dependent. Your page should not become a browser dependent. It should work in all the browsers. Now point number 5 we are going to write and point number 6 we are going to write. That is for responsive design. Yes, your page should work in mobile also, and your page should work in the laptop also. Correct. So for that, point number 5 and point number 6. Okay. There is a word called block level tag, and there is another word called inline tag. Block level tag as well as inline tag. Okay. Block level tag and inline tag. Now, before writing anything here, we have to look on internet on some pages and then we'll come back. Okay. Or maybe I will open some page for my system itself, and from there also. Which one I should go? 7 p.m. Recently updated some pages. Which one? Which one? Home file that have something. Open. It has something. Now suppose see, in one line, how many blocks are coming? 4. So it is called as a inline. Here also in one line 4, it is called as a inline. Here also 2 is coming, so it's called as a inline. Now when I go to the mobile phone, you can see all are going to where? All are going to the new line. All are going to the new line. When it was in the same line, then you can say the block level. Because not block level, you can say the inline. Inline. How many are inline? 4. Next 4. Next 2. Correct? But when we went to the mobile phone, behavior got changed. All gone to the new line. Correct? So if the tag will print in the new line by default, it is called a block level. Okay, if the tag print in the new line, then it's called a block level. If the tag print in the same line, then it's called a inline. Assume a person will open in laptop, he will see this page like this, and a person will open in mobile phone, he will see like this. Scroll up down, you can see and read the content. He will not face the difficulties. And if a person will open in a tab, he can see how many? 2 are in one line. And a person will open in the mini laptop, he will see the 3 in one line, right? And if a person will open in bigger device, he will see how many? 4 in one line. Now see how well convinced the software. According to device size, automatically it is shifting the places. So it should not overlap. Hardware should not overlap on software. Correct? So automatically they are taking the place accordingly. Right? So what we are doing, according to device width, according to window width, we are changing the behavior of tab. If there is a space, 2 will come in one line. If there is more space, 3 should come in one line. If no space, only 1 will come in. So if it is printing in the new line all, it's called a block level. And if print in the same line, it's called a inline. And that is called responsive design. Working in the mobile and working in the rotate the mobile. This if we rotate the mobile, okay? And this is for tab. And this is for laptop, right? So that only you are written what is the meaning of responsive design. If the page is fitting in all the devices, that's called a responsive. So now this point number 5 and point number 6 for that purpose. What is called block level. Block level tags are those tags that will go to the new line. Inline tags are those tags that will print in the same. Correct? But our requirement will say in mobile phone, we block. And in laptop, we inline. HTML will be in the trouble. HTML will be in the trouble. HTML will say sometimes we are saying B as a inline, sometimes we are saying B as a block. So on the top of the HTML, CSS will rule there. CSS will say device is small, don't display in one line. Content will be overflow. User will be confused. User experience will be bad. Please shift in the new line. So what will happen? That is called a block level. And if the device is bigger, CSS will say it's a big device. Take your own space and spread in the full screen. That's called what? Inline. Right? So that only you are going to write. Block level tag meaning is those tags that print in the mainline. Okay, those tags that print in new line by default. Inline tags, those tags that print in same line. That is called a line. Note you can write below. Using CSS, what will happen? The block label tag we will convert into inline, and again inline tag we can convert into block level, just changing the behavior. Okay, changing from block to inline and inline to block. Okay, changing the behavior from inline to block and block to inline. Just wait, I'll come in 1 minute. Continuous speaking will happen, no? Processor will be hang. 2 o'clock to, what is the time now? How many hours? 2 hours, right? 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock I started. From that time, continuous going on, right? Correct. System have some limitation. If you put lot of trouble, no, system will crash, right? Okay, so 1 minute, 2 minute break is required. So we got how many points total? 6 points. Okay, that 6 point automatically you will remember. Even no need to put effort to remember that. Okay, that will remember automatically. In that, what we discuss, we have list of tags in HTML. Whoever learn the HTML or who know HTML, who will say I have expertise in HTML or I know a lot of things in HTML, he know about the tags. Okay, and after that, when he look into the tags, we found the tags are two type: input and output. After that, when we start implementing the tags, then we found a different behavior. If the tag print in the new line, then it is called as a block level. If the tag print in the same line, then it's called as a inline. If the tag is open and closed, it's called as a dependent. If the tag is only open, it's called as an independent or self-closing tag. Okay. So this 6 point what you have written or you are remembering, right? It is very important. If you open any page you open and look into the tags, you will find, oh, these tags are following this process. Okay, so it is combined of all the tags is what we are going to use and what is coming tags. Okay, all will follow this rule. Now I will create one file, and in one file we will understand really the tag is of input and output. Really the tag will print in a new line or same line. Really the tag is of dependent and independent. Small example that will get proof. Okay, really these all are valids. I'll just write one file. From tomorrow you will create example. I will guide you to create the folder, to create the file, what will be the file extension. When we create the file, we will understand from the beginning why we are written only HTML, why not something else. Okay, how the browser will execute. Okay, those things. But this example is just one test file to understand those tags what we are written. Is that really same or different? Test.html. So created one file. In this file, I start from HTML. The reason of this, I'll explain it tomorrow. Why we start only from the HTML? Why not something else? Then in this HTML, some more things will come. Even we have discussed there where HTML start, where HTML end is called a document. It's called a document. Suppose HTML start and end is not there. Then where is the end of the document? Endless document, right? Your JavaScript will start searching. Start is here. Where is the end? Right? So that will become a down. You can say destructured document. Okay? Now see HTML open and close. So it's called as a dependent tag. Right? That is in our list. If the tag is open and closed, it's called as a dependent. Now this document will break into two parts. One is called head, and another one is called this one, body. We will make a note of this both. Okay, what is the head, what is the body? Now look at there. Head is also open close and body is also open close. In fact, HTML is also open close. So all are called a dependent tag. Okay, dependent tag. Assume if head is open and not closed, then what will happen? Body will be the part of head. Body will be the part of head. Nothing will display inside the page. Okay, whatever you write in head, it will not display inside the page. And head is open and head is closed. And inside head is written the body. That represent body is the part of head and head will not display inside the page. Your page will be blank. In 2014, in Bangalore, there is a location called Hannur Cross. Hannur Cross, okay, near to Hebbal side. Right? I went for interview. The person was sitting with one problem. They wanted to identify the candidate who is coming for interview. They are genuine people or fake people. When I went there, they have a PHP file was there. In that PHP file, everything was correct. Everything was correct. Okay. Head tag he has opened and he has not closed. Not head was open. Inside head, one more tag will come called title. Title was open and title was not closed. And whoever was coming for interview, he was giving a first question that only. Look into this file. Lot of code is there, nothing is displaying in the browser. Okay, he was giving that saying like in this file there is so many lines of code and I'm not able to see anything in the browser. Usually people have it is to look inside the code. They will not look into the minor from the beginning and end. They will start looking the logic point where the correct. Everyone was facing the same problem. No, everything is correct, sir. Everything is correct, sir. If everything is correct, then why not showing anything? Correct or not? After looking into the almost nearly 30-35 minutes, right? I come to know when I run the page, I found entire code is printing in the title. Where? In the browser. Not in the browser, somewhere else in the browser. At this point, look at here. when I run this page, this is the content inside the body. And can you see here, it's written some training institute in Bangalore. So entire code was printing at that point. Where? As a title. Then I understood to know, then I come to know, oh, this fellow is identifying the people have the genuine experience or not. Just title is closed, entire problem is fixed. Right? He offered me 14,000 salary. Okay, 14,000. It's the first job. Okay, first or second job, I guess. Okay. But that time some other company was offering huge salary. Then I asked him, what you are thinking? Suppose someone is paying me 32,000 rupees, you will offer me 14,000. Who will come to you? Correct? Then he said, this is my budget. So that is not our expectation. We are looking something else. I am getting something, you have to give top on that. No? Then only someone will join. It was second job I used. Okay. So we will remember that, like whenever we open the tag, right? We will see whether the tag is dependent or independent. And after that, if the dependent tag, that it's well closed or not, it's closed on the proper place or not. Now come. So that one question is clear for you. What was that question? This one. This question. That is called a, where is the dependent? This one, called a dependent. Tag is open, close is dependent. Now I'll go to the body part. Inside the body part, I'll write something. You might have implemented that. Let me write this one. Heading 1. You see, H1 is open and closed. Let me write one more H1. Okay, and that also in the same line. This is the H1 and this is the H11. Text I have written heading 11 and heading 1. Now both are written in one line. When we run the page, okay, that leave that. Now you can see open and close, open and close. So it represents the tag is dependent. Tag is open and close, the tag H1 is dependent. Once we run this page and the output will come in the browser, there will come to know it is the block or inline. Block meaning is where? New line. Inline meaning is where? Same line. Let me run this file. See that. Both are printing in the new line, not in the same line. So that becomes a block level. That becomes a block. Even there is a lot of space, no, in the same line. Huge space is there, right? This can print in the same line also, but it is going to the new line. Correct? So those tags that by default print in the new line, that is called a block level tag. Those tag where you have open and close, that is called a dependent tag. So 2 point is clear. What is that? Dependent as well as this one, called a block level. Let's come now. I'll write just randomly. I'm writing to understand better. Let me write here label. I will print for Bangalore and I will write one more label only. Call Mumbai. Behavior is same, open close everywhere. Label open close, H1 open close, body all are open close, all are dependent. These two we found, it's called as a not 2 1. H1 we found, okay, it's called as a depend block level. It is printing in the new line. Now this is also open close. Right? We will run, then we'll come to know it is in line or run it. See, Bangalore and Mumbai both are in the same line. So what we can say? In line, correct? You are able to identify differences. Open, close. But when the output came, behavior is different. Saying like, yes, I will not go to the new line, I'll print in the same line. Learning the HTML is to identifying the behavior of tags, use of the tag, where to use, where not to use. Okay, come next. Now, when I look into the browser, is it asking any kind of input or it is displaying the output? It is the input or output. What is that? It is not input tag. It is called as a output tag. It is displaying something. It is not asking enter your name, city, and pin code. It is displaying something. So this becomes a output tag. Write the next one. Next, I'll write called input tag. Okay. Enter name. Input type equal to just I have written it 1 and enter mobile number. Input type equal to number. This is not separate open and close. Open and close together. Open and close together. This is called as a independent. Independent. Self-closing. If you will not write slash, it will work. It's not meaning it will work always. Few technology it will work and few technology it will get fail. Okay. So why not follow such a way where it should work in all the way? So we can follow the slash in the last. That will be our habit. Now let me run it. When we run, printing in the same line, that is called as inline. And because Mumbai and this all was inline, label was inline, text box we printed both are inline. When you look into the code, independent and inline, correct? Independent and inline. But when we look into the output, it is not output tag. It is called as it is asking some kind of input. So how many points was in front of you? Number 1, HTML have a collection of tag. We wrote few. In that, it is divided into 2 types, input and output. Somewhere we are displaying the output, somewhere we are taking the input. That is also clear, input and output. After that, you saw this both are printing the new line. That is called as a block level. This all 4 are printing in the same line. That is called as a inline. When you look into the code, then you found whichever is open and closed, that is called dependent. Whichever is only open, that is called as a independent. Same thing we have discussed here, no? Same thing we have discussed here, right? So, whichever the page you open on internet, all will follow the same regulation. Okay. And sometime our requirement will say, this heading, why it is going to the new line? There is a lot of space, bring here. Then you will ask the CSS, please come and change the behavior of H1. Change the behavior of H1, it is printing in the new line. Ask him to fit in the same line. So with the help of CSS, you will change the behavior of H1 from block to inline. Sometime you will say city name and input both, why you are printing in the same line, print in the new line. Then again we'll ask the CSS, please come and change the behavior from inline to block. If the same page someone will open in mobile phone, then we'll ask the CSS, device is small, don't display so many things in one line. Each line should be in one line. Heading 1, one line, heading 11, second line, Mumbai in one line, Pune another line, one text box in one line, and the mobile number should go to the new line. So at that time again, CSS will come and CSS will ask, space is less, please shift in the new line, shift in the new line. So what will happen? Behavior will get changed. And all the tags professionally will fit in the new line. That time it will become a block level. Okay. Right. So hope this many are clear for you. After this, system is required. After this, everyone needs the system. Because theory cannot make you developer. Next, I will also write the code. You will also write the code. I will also run. You will also run. Error will come. I'll guide you. Correct. Next, after that, 4-5 days, we'll continue in the sequence. Systematically, we'll learn in 4 classes. You will be ready to do some homework. Then I'll start giving the. Okay. So come tomorrow with the system laptop. You will install this editor. Which editor? VS Code editor. VS Code editor, download, and install. VS Code editor, one editor will help you HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Till JavaScript will continue in the same editor. Like not only one editor, like same editor is for always. Let's call it a VS Code editor. You will download, install in the system, and along with that, whichever you are following, laptop, desktop, anything. If you are coming here, come with laptop. If you don't have laptop, some laptops are here, you can use it. But going forward, you need to arrange the system, because development meaning is coding, correct? And code will not be clear till you will not write it. You will write here also, you will write it home also. Everywhere, whenever you open the eyes, code should be in front of you. When you close the eyes, after looking into the code only, the eyes should get closed. Correct or not? Like before sleeping the code, after sleeping also code. Whenever you open the laptop, also code. When you go to the YouTube, see someone video, also code. Correct? So that is our further next step. Okay? Every time code. Okay, definitely you will become a coder. Okay, so arrange the laptop system, whichever you have, install the VS Code editor, use the same Zoom link, and join from tomorrow. Okay, what time? 3:30 to 5 will go from tomorrow, because first day, second day, no, I have to speak a lot. See how much I am speaking. Before your class, JavaScript class was their first class. Continuous 1.5 hour I have spoken. Okay, for you also speaking from where 1 hour nearly happen continuous, correct? So daily will not speak this much. We'll speak only, but little slow with interval. When we write the code, we'll go slowly, correct? So that much you can say we'll be able to manage. Right? So we'll see you tomorrow. Follow the system and on, everything will go fine.